Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing on this bright and early Tuesday morning? Hope that this video finds everybody doing well. And if you're not doing well right now, I hope you're doing well real soon. Hey, listen, that's what it's all about. Everybody coming together and helping each other as much as we can. I'm suspending my usual Save $10 Tuesday show in a continuation of that $5 challenge, whereas you have $5 and you have to make meals for 3 consecutive days. There are some people in this world who in real life are facing this challenge. That is absolutely not a joke. We recognize that. And you know something, even though this is a game and a challenge, we can certainly implement these great ideas during those tough times. And I'll be right back. Okay, and as the graphic just said, hard times, tough times can be forced upon anyone, and you need to be ready. So while things are better and the grass is green and the sun is shining, so to speak, and the birds are singing, now is the time to take preparation. Now is the time to start saving. We'll get into that in a few minutes. Thanks for sticking around, by the way. So anyway, basically I actually met the challenge yesterday. I did come up with 3 days worth of meals for $5, but I also came up with a few general ideas to throw at you during the lean times, and anybody can face them at any time. So why not be ready? For sure, you should always have a dozen eggs in the house. You should always have a dozen eggs in the refrigerator, because as you already know, you could do a million things with them. And if you don't have butter or anything, you could boil them up. You can make omelets. You can make egg drop soup. You can make frittatas, which you basically is a baked omelet, and you throw everything plus the kitchen sink in it. I like to make those when I'm cleaning out my refrigerator. Let me tell you something. You got leftover deli stuff, throw it in. But even for hard times, I mean, these are great, inexpensive ideas. But if you're working with $5, okay, you could go to the grocery store and pick up a few beautiful potatoes. You could have a baked potato as your lunch, just like that, just look around for the least expensive vegetable. It may be fresh in the produce section, or it may be in a can where you know exactly what you're going to pay for instead of guesswork at the counter. So these are things to work with. A baked potato for a meal is very filling. Okay. Yesterday I suggested bananas, and for the 3 days you would get 6 bananas if there's 2 people, 2 per day, 1 per person. But what I forgot to mention, because I personally love this, you could take a banana, you could slice it up, and you could freeze it. And when you eat those little sliced up bananas, it tastes just like ice cream. So it's sort of like a bonus treat without spending an extra dime. Try that. Freeze a banana. It's really quite good. Now, getting back to the potato, you could do a baked potato. You could take that same potato the next day, another potato, and you could cut it up into sticks. You could season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to get fancy. And you could roast them in your oven, and you have oven fries. Okay, so you can have oven fries, which is really good. And on the side, you could have a sliced tomato. Usually plum tomatoes, around my area anyway, those are the least expensive. Whereas a beefsteak tomato, of course, the price goes higher. But right now it's August, and you might get a good price on beefsteak tomato. And if you keep things on a vegetable level when you're really going through tough times, you really save money. And try to get the season vegetable of the day. Now, eggplant, I'm not sure if that's technically considered a vegetable, but some argue it's a fruit. But whatever it is, eggplant is delish. So what I like to do to keep the calories down, I like to take that eggplant, you keep your pocketbook down too, slice it up, okay, and just like grill it. Just grill it and just throw a little, this little baby can of sauce, throw that right over the top. You can sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. And this is all a lean time eating, even for people who on purpose are electing to save money. Just a couple of ideas. Now, at the end of the video, I have a recipe for what I call magical meatball soup. I'm goofing when I say magical, but there were times when I've made this meatball soup when I had like a cold or a flu, and I'm telling you, within like 2 days, I felt so much better. So if you hang around to the end of this video, or whatever you want to do with it, I'm going to explain to you how to make it. It's just that simple. We're going to take a break, and we're going to talk about cash for a minute. So stick around. Okay, so now we're back talking about cash. Listen, what is the difference between the person that started the $1 a day challenge every day this month versus the one that either A, did not see that video rather, or just didn't care or laughed at it? Well, today's August 27th. The person that followed the put away $1 a day is $27 richer. You might say, big deal. Well, let's put it this way. If you're watching a video on how to stretch $5 for 3 days worth of meals, maybe that 27 bucks might have come in handy. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Saving that dollar a day is a simple challenge for yourself. It's not about taking $31 accumulated at one time and shoving it in an envelope, although that gives you the same result. It doesn't teach you the same lesson. The idea of the $1 act is that you, on purpose, each and every day, found a clever way to either not spend or buy what you need at a reduced cost, and physically taking that dollar bill and putting it in an envelope. Got it? It's the idea of the method of saving. And I don't care if you put away 50 cents a day. I don't care what you put away every day. Conduct an experiment with yourself. The only person you're answering to is yourself. See if you, on a daily basis, can get in the habit of saving. No amount is too small. Then at the end of the month, you may shock yourself. Now, speaking of which, the end of the month, I believe, is it Friday? Wait a minute. Today's Tuesday, 27th, Wednesday, 28th, 29th, 30th. This coming Saturday is countdown day. So don't forget to come back to this channel and watch my end of the month countdown with my dollar a day. See, I started this thing where every single day we put away $1 a day or more. We find ways, okay? And other people that have subscribed to my channel are doing this religiously. I bet they can't wait to see what they accumulated, right? Okay. So we do the countdown at the end of every month. What we do is take that money, put it in an envelope. When it's all finished, seal it up. Put the envelopes away until whenever you want to stop your challenge. For me, I originally was going to stop in October. I think I'm going to continue till December. I am going to continue till December. Okay? So that's enough about that cash habit, saving habit for right now. Okay? This is a budget channel. We will go back to it again. Oh, by the way, on a programming note, we're going to have a special trivia show tomorrow for the Here's Lucy show. Love you, Dawn. That's the lady, wonderful lady from the channel, Sensible Living with Money Mom. Okay, so one more programming note. We're going to talk about my magical meatball recipe when we get back. Okay, so let's get right to it. Jan's Meatball Soup, and we're going to make mini meatballs out of a half a pound of ground beef. You're going to add seasoning to that. You put salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, whatever you want. Just add that to the ground beef, okay? And then to the boiling water, at the time that you're rolling up your beef, I suggest you start boiling your soup water, 4 to 5 cups of water. You're going to add an onion, chopped onion, half an onion, or whatever you want to flavor. 1 small can of sliced carrot strained. 1 chicken or beef bouillon cube. 1 small can of tomato sauce. 1 small chopped fresh tomato. That's optional. I think it lends like a little bit of a brightness to it, but it's not necessary. You don't have a small chopped fresh tomato, that's fine, because don't forget you're adding the small can of tomato sauce. Okay? And if you don't have the small can of tomato sauce, what you could do is interchangeably use the fresh tomato or a couple of teaspoons, tablespoons to taste of tomato paste. You're making those meatballs, going to be teensy weensy, cute little meatballs, mini meatballs from the ground beef. And you already added the seasoning. The water's boiling. You throw everything I mentioned in, and you simmer this up for 40 minutes. When that is done, you throw in, optionally, 1 cup of cooked rice or 1 cup of cooked pasta. Smallish pasta, like the alphabet ones or any other teensy pasta that you could find. Or if you have only a box of spaghetti, break that up into tiny pieces, into tiny noodles. Work with what you have, and there you go. So there. All right, everybody. I hope that this video helped you. Please share this video to anybody in need, because if it can help them save $1 or $2, share this budget channel with anybody that you know. Thank you so much for viewing, and I really do appreciate your time. We'll be back tomorrow with a special trivia show. There you go, Dawn from Sensible Living with Money Mom. I'm going to do a Here's Lucy trivia show just for you. And everybody else that's watching, have a great day.